So, in speaking about reflection, I like to maybe start. I think this would be the topic for several meetings, several short reflections. So the term, probably you heard about this term, Māna. In Pāli, Māna it's called. And I'm curious, did you hear this term and how you would translate it? Pride, yeah. So this is most common translation for Māna. It's a pride. So dictionary, I just read you a few words from dictionary. It can say pride or conceit or egoism, superiority or comparing oneself. So this is a range of meanings. But I spoke with a person who makes the dictionary. He say, I'm not happy. It's not exactly catch the subtle meaning of the word Māna because it have a little bit range of meanings in a way. Just English doesn't have these words, something like this. So this come from, in a way, two different interpretation of etymology. Etymology, it means from which root this word come. Root means like the shortest part. I think you know in any language have a root. Roots like the smallest part. Usually it's two words or two letters or three letters would have some idea. It's not a word itself, but it has some sense of idea. So and here the one story is a root ma. Ma mean to compare or to measure. So and a literal translation of the word Māna would be measuring or comparing. So I measure oneself with someone. So we will go through this. It's one of the idea. And second, it's root man. And man, it's a mano, like mind, to think or to imagine, to do anything with mind. So also, like, I imagine myself like this. I imagine myself in these aggregates in a way. I identify with them. So it's like a little bit different interpretations, but both of them, I think, cover the similar things. Because if I imagine myself being someone, I naturally imagine yourself being someone as well. Like if I'm someone, you're also someone, and then I compare myself with you. Like okay, I'm worse, or I'm better, or I'm equal. So I compare these kind of things, and yeah, word pride. It's more because if we speak about this, feeling better or feeling worse or feeling the same, the worse we might say, the more harmful things. It's pride. When you feel yourself, I'm better. When you're low, it's also a problem. Like but in a way less. Usually humble people like harm others less than arrogant people. And interestingly, the Buddha speak about equality as well, because this is very in many culture. It's a good thing. We all the same, you know. We all share the same whatever soul, or they believe like we all have the same quality, Buddha nature in Mahayana they say. So. But the Buddha say, like comparing oneself with another, even that we are the same, it's not kind of ideal way when we want to be free from any identification or suffering. Because if I compare like myself with someone else, then yeah, you may get some inspiration a little bit, but mostly you get suffering because like we like to compare ourselves with ideal people, yeah, like who, I don't know, like the best teachers in the world, or whoever you want, the best businessman. And most of the time, for some quality, I can do a little bit better, you know, I will compare to him. And definitely it gives some suffering. It gives some inspiration to, okay, this can be achieved. But if you really compare yourself, it's usually give a suffering. But from Buddhist point of view, you understand that it's just 5 aggregates what operate, like body and mental things, and it's just conditioned phenomena. Like this person, he just developed his mind or developed his body, and now he become like this. It's not just that he himself like this. His true nature is be like a whatever good teacher or good market manager or whatever. But it just causes and condition. He just develops these things. So and to maybe start exploration of this Māna or comparison. I like the word comparison more because it's capture a little bit more meaning. But even comparison, it's not exactly the same, because you can compare yourself with another. But if you feel that it's I and it's him, and it's another way to put it, we tend to feel that the processes, what's happening, like mental processes, bodily processes, we tend to take them as a nouns, as some solid object. This is my body, this is I, or this is I am a monk, I am a this or that, I'm a generous person, I'm not generous person. So, but all these things conditioned, all these things that change in phenomena. But we tend to take this kind of, okay, this is the reality, and that's how it is. So, but if you just see, okay, this is this person did this action and get this result. Okay, I can do this action and also can get my own similar result in that area. So this is in a way, like wholesome or healthy comparison. You see, okay, like I have a lack of this quality now. Currently, it's temporary situation. He have this quality developed. Okay, what I can learn from this example, what I can learn from this situation, and just grow. So this would be, I would say, proper comparison. But Māna, it speaks about when you compare and when you identify. Okay, I, he, and on this account, usually we kind of suffer. Interesting is that it's also come with yeah, okay, we will touch through this a little bit later. So the best place to see this would be actually commentary. Amazing. We have in Sutta Nipata, in Attaka Vagga, and Parayana Vagga, we have Mahanidesa and Chulanidesa. It's canonical commentary. It's the earliest part of commentary. This commentary doesn't have any references to Abhidhamma or Visuddhimagga because it has been written earlier. It's like almost few hundred years after Buddha's passing away. And this commentary, they just summarize the Buddha's teaching. They speak exactly the same, just in one place. They kind of combine these things together. So that's why, like, if you want to kind of see how, in general, Buddha described this as a term, this would be the right place to check. And of course, then go to those suttas, because it gives links to the suttas as well. So, and it says that Māna can be described in many ways. It's usually commentary, right? In one way, in two way, in three way, in four way, and so on. So like almost Anguttara Nikaya. And if to speak about one way, Māna, it's like whatever of the mind, and the word is pulling up or bending up. If I bend my mind up, it's a Māna. So I feel like, oh, it's about arrogance, about pride, exactly. So you bend yourself up. Or you can say you bend yourself up in many ways. Like, I'm different from you. I'm inferior. I bend myself from you. I'm the same. So it's kind of also bending. Maybe not ideal. Bending would fit here. So also in two ways how you can describe Māna. It would be praising of oneself and disparaging others. So this idea we also can find in suttas, just we don't have a link between Māna and this idea. But commentary make a link. It also makes sense in a way. Because when you praise oneself and disparage others, definitely you do it out of arrogance or pride. Because if you would not feel this, even if you feel more inferior Māna, like I'm inferior, you would not really disparage others, or I mean, disparage can actually, but not praise oneself. This definitely. So in three ways how to describe Māna, and this is a proper sutta description. I am the higher, I am the same, and I am lower. So these three definition, and this is also like very clear. I feel myself superior. I like, I don't know, cook the best food, whatever. So I feel myself the same. So I am the same as other monks. I follow the same standards. I follow the same. So again, here it's not bad to follow the same standards. Yeah. This problem is if I take myself as a self, stable self, and I take this sangha or people around also stable things, and this is a problem. If I feel myself like this, and then I observe sometimes that this person is different from me, for example, And then I'm suffer because I took him as a like some substance would never change. I don't feel him as a processes, as a changing phenomenon. So this is a problem with comparison. And the last one is a hinamana, when you feel yourself inferior. Or I cannot understand the dhamma. He cannot. All people understand the dhamma. I cannot understand the dhamma. So this kind of thing when you feel yourself inferior. Also, if you get inspiration from this, yes. But most of examples we see that if people have this strong inferiority, like feelings, then it's not for the growth. Actually, person stop growing. He kind of tell himself, I'm not worthy of it. I cannot, this samadhi is not for me. It's only for arahants. This enlightenment, sometime maybe after 1,000 million lives, maybe I would get, but it's not for me. It's like only for monks. So, and this abstract him from getting enlightenment. I met many like lay people who cannot even start to practice because of this, like, I'm not worthy. No, I better to give dana and time after time listen dhamma talk, and that's it. Like, because I'm not worthy, and this actually obstacle. It cannot abstract person just to even start investigate, start to see reality, start to explore, because this is available. All this dhamma, all these teachings available for everyone, and you don't have to be a monk to start to practice it. But this kind of inferiority complex, they call it, it can abstract you, or me, or anyone. So another way how to see mana in 4 ways. By the gain, mana arise. I will leave mana now. We did a bit already explain what is mana. I will leave it untranslated. By the gain, so I gain something, some mana can arise, especially pride. By fame, I gain some fame, mana can arise again. So I become popular, for example. By praise, so similar things. If someone praise me, I feel, I'm good one. And last one, by sukha, by ease or happiness, I get some pleasure, and I feel, like I'm worthy. I met several, maybe few monks who live in monastery where very good. Like here we live, we have very good food in teams. Like some places also have this kind of thing. I mean, not the same, of course. Teams is the best, but also good food. And these monks, like a few monks, they take it as it's my karma. I developed this good karma, and now I get a fruit. And on this account, on this pleasure from taste, they grow. I'm better. Like other monks living in small places, they don't have enough food, but I'm having. So it's my kind of pride. So this would be when you get your arrogant or pride feelings because of some happiness. You get some pleasure, and because of this, you might get these things. So another way to describe it in 5 ways, as we know, like many things. When you get pleasant rupa form, when the pleasant form come to my eye, like some, I don't know, green. I always give example of green because I like green. But anything would give you pleasant feelings. Or same way for here for sounds, or for taste, or for smell, or for, speak about 5 senses. So any, in a way, sense object, what come to your range and what is pleasant for you, on this account, people can get mana, yeah? Like, I bought this beautiful painting, very expensive painting, yeah? People collect these things, and it's beautiful, yeah, my eyes have some pleasure on account of this, but people get pride of this. Like, I have this, I can see it every day, or I can see these beautiful themes every day, anything, or I can live in SBS. It's so beautiful monastery, and it's pleasing my eye, and I can get mana of this. Not everyone can live in SBS. So you see, these things, what they look very obvious. Everyone can experience senses, yeah. Like, and in a way, if you travel, you see some beautiful things, you see some ugly things. It's natural; they change, but it's natural for our mind to become arrogant or feel inferiority because of this. If you see every day the worst pictures, if like a person lives in some poor place where everything very poor, he can have a feeling of inferiority because everything around like ugly, and he don't like to see it. Feeling of inferiority can come. Or opposite, he can feel strong motivation. I want to overcome this. I want to work or strive, whatever. But we tend to identify with experience what we have. This is a problem. If you take it just experience what arises and pass away, there's no problem at all. Also, I mean, of course, the commentary not finished. The way of six, if you want to describe it in six, it's on account of six sense basis. Like I have an eye, and my eye is sharp. My eye is very good. Or I have an ear faculty. I can hear very far, and so. Or I have a mind faculty, what really can make. I can calculate and make all the mathematical operation in my mind. You know, all this kind of. We have a faculty, and on this account, it's possible to get some mana, or possible to get some inferiority. I have a very bad eyesight, or I'm worse. So these things, like, on account of this, we can get. And maybe the last things what I want to mention, it's mana what you can get for different. I mean, of course, it's mentioned about higher and lower mana, but on more example, you can get mana on your birth. Like, for example, someone has been born in a good family, yeah, or someone has been born in a place where there's strong racism. Like, imagine some place in Africa, for example, when they despise black people or something like this. And person who has been born in white family, he may get his pride. Oh, I'm worthy, but it's just the color of skin, you know. So it's nothing to be proud of. By God, it's similar one. So literally by lotus appearance, someone may be very beautiful. We have some beautiful people, and because of this, it can become proud. You know, like I'm the one. Like all this dark mass all around of me, gray mass they call it, like gray mass all around. Not beautiful people or normal people, but I'm a special. I'm a lotus-like appearance, and of course it may blow the mind in terms of I'm superior, all people inferior, and even society, I mean, of course, we speak about one individual, but imagine all society think like this, naturally, because we're all human beings. And that's why all society perceives this beautiful person as a special, and they treat him as a special, and they give him a special, whatever, like, we know, like, people who have better abilities, they're more easy to get success in the world. It's natural. So the world actually feed your mana. The person already feel, okay, I'm look pretty, I'm probably superior, but whole world tell you are pretty. Definitely you would feel even more superior, even more high. So that's why the Buddha say his way, or the part of Buddhism, it's almost very difficult to understand for many people because it goes against the stream. All world tell you, okay, get this gain, get this fame, get this reputation, it's good, you need to do better. But Buddha say you need to let go, you need to give up, you need to just to release your attachment to anything what you're attached to. And of course it go against the stream. It's not easy to follow these things. Okay, so it was an overview about what is mana, comparison, or like, yeah, very good. Actually, we have I shouldn't look here. I should here. I should look here. It's the same. Many people have this, yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, I wish all of you to maybe start to noticing when you in your life identify that I'm worse, I'm better, or I'm the same. And try to see why Buddhas tell to us that you shouldn't do this and it leads to suffering. Try to verify on your own experience. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.